only thing you hear about is North Korea and the United States, and the North Korea head man, leader, Kim Jong-un, is sitting there in Donald Trump for the United States. So I've been trying to figure out exactly what the plan is that they've been working on. They met yesterday, but naturally they haven't said too much about the meeting, and I don't know what concrete plan is in store. You know, this guy from North Korea, his family, his grandfather and his father, they've been in missiles, and they've worked in missiles for 50 years. So if you think he's going to take all these missiles and missile sites and just throw them out immediately, you can forget it. The only thing putting the pressure on the North Korean leader right now is the sanctions, because he has about 25 million people in the country, and 4 or 5 million are real substantial people, and they don't like these sanctions because they're having to go without things that they usually have. They have the money, they don't care. And they've already told this North Korean leader, if he don't reach some kind of settlement and get these sanctions removed so that they can live like they were living before, they're going to throw him out. And he knows it. So all of a sudden, he's come up with a new plan. Oh, I'll get rid of all the missiles, my weapons, and sites. The question is, how long will that take? Well, one guy's saying it will take from a few years to about 15 years. And that'll be long after Trump leaves office, because North Korea has 141 sites devoted to the production and use of weapons of mass destruction. And there is one of them at Yongbyon, the nation's main atomic complex, covers more than 3 square miles. And recently, people out of Washington said they counted their 663 buildings. North Korea is the size of Pennsylvania, which Pennsylvania is pretty good size. It's not real small, but it's not our biggest state. So then we come to the next question. Well, what do you have to do to get rid of all these missiles and missile sites? Well, the steps. First thing, I'm going to go through the steps we're going to have to do. We have to dismantle the nuclear arms. 1. 2, we have to halt uranium enrichment. 3, we have to disable the reactors. Then 4, we have to close the nuclear test sites. 5, we have to end H-bomb fuel production. 6, we have to destroy germ arms. 7, and that's about most of them. They say there are about 9 steps that have to be required to really disarm North Korea. But first of all, I do not think that this guy Kim Jong-un wants to get rid of all his missiles. His grandfather, his father, he was brought up with them. He loves them. That's all he does. He likes to have 1 test a day or whatever, and then naturally the whole nation talks every time he has a test. But I guarantee you, he will not go out of his way to get rid of all these missiles and all these missile sites. And a lot of these missiles are set up in a lot of different countries. They're all in North Korea though. But if you can see this map, they're spread all over North Korea. The black dots are missile sites, and the orange dots are nuclear sites. So to get rid of all these, it covers the whole country. You're not going to do it in one night. And It's going to take a long time. It's going to take a lot of work. And I really think the North Korean people and their commanders and their officers are not going to go out of their way to show us how to get rid of missile sites quicker. So let's see what happens. But my gut reaction is that meeting they had at the beginning of this week was a big waste of time. And the next thing they're going to talk about is they want those sanctions removed. And some of our people said, oh, we're not removing any sanctions until all these missiles are gone and the sites and everything like that. So that's going to turn into a huge fight. And when these people sit back and see they're not having the sanctions removed, so their standard of living, the people with the money, it keeps going down, I think they'll get rid of their leader. Let's see what happens. Thank you.